Hi, this is Casey from RadioFlag bringing you another exclusive interview for college radio with the cast and crew of Identity Thief, starring Jason Bateman, Bridesmaid star Melissa McCarthy, Amanda P, rapper T.I., Genesis Rodriguez, Morris Chestnut, and many others. The film is directed by Horrible Bosses director Seth Gordon and written by Hangover writer Craig Mazin. We had the opportunity to sit down with the cast and crew at a West Hollywood hotel and ask them a few questions. Seth, your films have a candid approach to find humor in everyday life situations. Why do they resonate with so many people, especially with a touchy subject such as identity theft?
I think unintentionally I gravitate towards concepts and topics that hit or something real that we can relate to. I think everyone's had a boss that they hate, and everyone knows somebody who's had a victim of identity theft. I think all of us have gotten that phone call from a credit card company about an unexpected charge, or at least most people I know have had that. And obviously the elaborate identity theft is a nefarious line of work for those who do it. We were doing a film about cybercrime, and that led us towards stories about identity thieves and individual victims. And I found that world and what drives the people who are criminals in it very compelling and really interesting. And I do think it is a touchy topic, and we tried to handle it in a way that was educational for those who didn't know it previously, but allowed us also to enjoy it as a comedy. But it was something we were very sensitive to along the way, and I think that's what gives it some potency, is that energy, that what underscores it is very, very real.
Melissa, your character does some horrible things, but yet the audience is pulling for you all the way. How do you balance that line to make us cheer for you when your character is not that nice?
Well, I think that's a testament to the good script and Craig Mazin writing a fully developed person. I think what was interesting about the character to me, and I wanted to make sure that she wasn't just kind of a one-dimensional, mustache twirling villain, because I thought, that's kind of interesting for a scene, but I don't know how you play that for a whole movie. And I love the thought of someone doing criminal acts, but not doing them to be menacing. She does them kind of, I think, because she's lonely and doesn't have anyone. So it's like she kind of steals identities just so she can go out to a store and kind of pretend to have these lives, pretend to have a husband, pretend to have a family, pretend to be engaged. Like, we did so many versions of that at different mall scenes, and I think that to me is what really locked me into her, that I was like, she's not even stealing from people to be menacing. She's just so lonely. And I thought from there, you can find, I felt like I found the heart of her and something interesting that made her tick. So hopefully that's other people kind of see that too.
Jason, I know originally you had written the part for Melissa to be a male lead actor. At what point did you decide that it was better for you to have a female play her role? And when did you decide that Melissa was the right person for that role?
Yeah, it was just Melissa. It was, the script was just sort of sitting there for a couple of months, and I went to the premiere of Bridesmaids, and the following morning picked up the phone and called Universal and one of the other producers on the film, Scott Stuber, and I said, I really like to work with this woman. Can we please change the thief from a guy to a girl and make it Melissa? And they could not have liked the idea better, and they said, well, why don't you see if you can go get her? And fortunately, this was the premiere. It was not yet, in America's hands, so we still had a chance at her. So I took her out to a quick meal and had her sign something while she was passed out from the booze. Yeah.
My name is Charles, and then they shortened it.
This question is for T.I. Did comedy come easy for you, and how do you feel that your music fans are reacting to your acting and the roles that you decide to take on?
I really, I try not to cross-collateralize, the worlds, and if I can separate them, I will, I can't answer that question as far as, the question of how I feel my fans are accepting my roles. I think that if they don't like it, they will be very vocal. And since I have not heard an outcry as of yet, I think that that people are accepting the choices that I'm making and agreeing. I know the Boss, my character on the second season of Boss was received very well, and so was Takers, and so was ATL, American Gangster, and hopefully this will fall right in line with the rest of the things that are to come. Comedy, it was a refreshing stretch to be able to do something different, because I guess people just they assume that I'm just this straight-faced, hardcore, criminal, which I am not anymore. So, the comedy, man, it was just, I like shocking people. I enjoy taking advantage of the opportunity to surprise people when they only thought I could do this, and now, they're pleasantly surprised with, something different. So I welcome that opportunity, and I appreciate it.
What are your plans to elevate Grand Hustle this year, your record label?
I mean, man, what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue to work on. We're gonna put out another single for Trouble Man, which is the Hello record featuring CeeLo. We're gonna also introduce new artists to the world. We're gonna continue to work on develop the artists that we already have, like OMG and. And just continue to build. That's what we're about, creating opportunities and taking advantage, maximizing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was the exclusive interview with the cast and crew of Identity Thief. Stay tuned to RadioFlag.com, where we will be bringing you more exclusive interviews for college radio. Flag on.
Some jealousy in your rear view. Hello, hello.